What's up everyone, it's Aparicio, and today what we're going to do is track 3D text in Davinci Resolve Fusion. I will have this clip that we're using in the description so you can follow along. This is going to be easy, it's going to be a piece of cake. Watch this, let's do this. Alright, so as you can see we have our clip. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and click New Fusion Clip. Right click again, open in Fusion page. Alright, sweet. Just remember guys, if you click the number 1 over any of these Fusion nodes, you'll see it in the viewer 1. If you click 2 over the Fusion nodes, you'll see it in viewer 2. Okay? What we're going to do is click on media in 1, shift space, and add a camera tracker right here. Okay, go ahead and hit add. Go ahead and click off media in 1 for now, so hit 1 over media in 1 on your keyboard. When you click on camera tracker, go ahead and check preview auto track locations just so you can preview the locations of your tracking points, and then go ahead and hit bi-directional tracking. Okay, just so if your playhead is in the middle of the clip, it'll track back and forth and you'll be all good there. So now we're going to look at detection threshold, and I'm going to leave it at about 2.2. You could bring it down to a lower number like 1.8, but you want to make sure you have enough horsepower in that computer. And then you're going to look at minimum feature separation. I'm just going to bring this down a little bit to 0.4. You could bring it down to 0.1 if you want really accurate tracking and you have that firepower, that RAM. If you got that, guys, go ahead and get spicy with it. Put these lower. And now we're going to go ahead and hit auto track. Let go. Let Davinci do all the work. Alright, and then you come back. You want to go to camera, and this, after that track, it'll go ahead and determine the focal length of the shot. If you know exactly what the focal length was in the shot, go ahead and put it to that number just to be as precise as possible. And now let's go over to solve. We're going to go ahead and hit solve. Let's wait. Davinci loves to go to 99, 98, and then make you wait a little extra for that last percentage or two. Alright, we're there. Now you're gonna go ahead and over here, and now you're gonna go ahead over here, and where it says average solve error, you're gonna want it to be below 1. And right now I'm below 1, and if you can get it below 0.5, that'll be even better. I'm at 0.1409, so 0.1. If it's over 1, if you want to go ahead and try to lower it, what you're gonna do is decrease this here just a little bit, and then you're gonna go ahead and hit delete, and then you're gonna go ahead and solve again. So now what we're gonna want to do is, if you're having trouble seeing the tracking points, go to options and go ahead and check reprojected locators and patterns, and now we can see them nice and good. So now let's go, we're back over to export, and make sure unalign is selected, and then go ahead and drag over and highlight the tracking points that you want your text to track to. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and click set from selection, and then click aligned again, and now hit export. Alright, and as you can see, 5 nodes have just appeared down here, and it's all good. All you're going to do is click right here to get rid of the camera tracker, drag it over there, we don't need it, and then click and drag into the media out 1 node, and go ahead and delete point cloud and ground plane. Go ahead and delete those. Okay, sweet. And now what you're going to want to do is click off everything, shift space, and you're going to want to type in text, and then go ahead and add text 3D. Alright, click it, drag it into merge 3D, and go and type what you want. I'm going to type in 3D tracking. Spell that right? Okay, increase that size, and go to transform, go to translation. You kind of drag it a little bit. Don't drag it too far from your tracking points, okay? Please don't, just don't. And then go to X on the rotation and kind of drag it to where it's facing upwards, kind of in line with the plane in your shot. Alright, I'm going to go back to text. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Alright, and I'm going to change the color. I'm going to put it to a nice orange. That's the one I want. You can copy that hex code if you want. Click OK. Now let's just go ahead and see how this tracked. So if you want it to track a bit easier, right click right here and then uncheck that that high quality. Okay, and then obviously your timeline resolution, go ahead and set it to 1920 by 1080 HD. And this won't be final, it's just so your computer has a better time playing all this back. Go ahead and hit space. Let's see how that tracked. Mine tracked very well. Alright, what I'm gonna do is just move mine up a little bit, just a tad, and make it a little bigger. Now what you're gonna want to do is click off everything, shift space, and go ahead and add another text 3D, and then drag it onto the merge 3D. Okay, type whatever you want, but I'm gonna type easy. Yeah, it's for the thumbnail. Okay, and then you're going to increase the size to kind of match your 3D tracking, and I'm gonna drag it up. Now I can't see it. I'm gonna go back to text and color it. I'm thinking a nice purple, nice light purple. Alright, and then click OK, and then we're going to drag it up and in transform and translation, you're just going to want to kind of make it match the other text. I'm going to increase the size a bit more. Alright, sweet. And now what you're going to want to do is go back to text 3D 1, okay guys, and then go here to extrusion and increase that extrusion depth to about 0.55 and do the same thing with text 3D 2. Okay, since these look a little bit boring and a little bit stale, very garbage. This is a disposable shot, guys. We don't do disposable shots. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is click off everything by clicking in the blank space, click shift space, and go ahead and type ambient light, and you'll see ambient light there. Add it, go ahead and drag that into merge 3D. Okay, as you can see, nothing changes. That's alright. Go ahead and click camera tracker and enable lighting. Okay, now we see something changed, and our ambient light is obviously not in the right spot because this is way too dark. And then you're gonna want to add something else. Click off everything and then hit shift space and type in spotlight, and you'll see spotlight there. Go ahead and add it, drag it into merge 3D. Alright, now we see nothing really changes. So what we want to do is we want to enter that 3D space. Okay, so go ahead and click merge 3D 1 and click 1 on your keyboard, and it'll pop up in the first viewer over here. And now you can click on your middle mouse button and you move your mouse. You can kind of drag around in this 3D space, and then if you hit control and scroll on your 3D mouse wheel, if you scroll on your mouse wheel, you'll be able to zoom in and out. And then if you don't hit control, you'll be able to go up and down. So I'm going to zoom out, and middle mouse button and right mouse button together, and you can kind of move around in this 3D space. And now what you're going to want to do first is go to the side, and we're going to want to match these up a bit more. So go ahead and click on text 3D 2, which will be this purple one here, and you're going to go to transform, and you're going to go to rotation and kind of rotate it just how the text 3D 1 is, and then you can kind of move it on the Z-axis. Only time it's a good idea to do that. And now they're both together. So now if you want to easily locate your ambient light and your spotlight, just go ahead and click on one of them and then hit 1, and now you can see this is our ambient light. So we're going to drag it out. Go ahead and increase the intensity of that, and now you can see our text over here is starting to light up. Put it towards 0.79, 0.8, put it around there, and then we want to locate our spotlight. Go ahead and click on spotlight and hit 1. This is our spotlight, and as you can see, we drag up and drag back, we can see our spotlight is now on our text. Now we want to drag it away a little bit, and let's go ahead and hit merge 3D again, and hit 1 on our keyboard to see everything. So this is our spotlight. Go ahead and click spotlight, and what you're going to want to do is go to transform, click use target, okay, and then our target will pop up. You're gonna want to put your target kind of where the sun is going to be coming from, so that's going to be our left side. Just drag to see where you're putting it. Okay, so I think right there is good. Drag it up a little bit to get that easy. Okay, and then we're going to want to grab our spotlight right here. Just drag it around, rotate it around. And as you can see, our text is starting to light up nicely from the side. So now I'm gonna go back to my my ambient light, and I'm gonna turn the intensity down a little bit. And now what you're gonna want to do is just see how that plays out. Okay, that's playing very well. So now you kind of want to make this look a little bit more interesting. So what you're gonna want to do is go to your text 3D one, go to first hit Control and scroll in to zoom in. Okay, so you're going to want to see what you're doing. So you have text 3D one selected. Go ahead and increase your bevel depth to about 0.4 and then your bevel width. Okay, and now we're making the text have more dimension and have more character. And then go ahead and click text 3D 2. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to go back to text, extrusion, and you're going to bring up that bevel depth to about 0.4 and then the bevel width. And there you go. That looks interesting. And then now just go ahead and play it through. And that's looking very nice. Now the last thing to make this shot spicy, guys, go ahead and click camera tracker, shift space, and you're gonna want to add lens flare, and it'll kind of add it after all this on top of it. Okay, and go ahead and click that and drag it up towards the corner to where we can't see it. But you're gonna want to go to global corrections. First, drag your playhead to the beginning of the clip, go to lens center position, and drag that up to our text, all right, in the center, and then hit that keyframe to the right of it, and then we're going to drag to the end of our clip, and we're going to move that lens center position to the bottom, right there, bottom corner. And now let's watch our clip back, and now that is starting to look really nice. Play around with it more if you'd like. Change the font, change the colors. That's all it is, guys. I hope you found that helpful. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I gotta go eat, so I'll see you in the next one.